hide the product placement there. Snap on it.
Hold still for 5 minutes.
I don't want
Okay. No goofy, funny, antics or anything.
Hey guys, welcome to today's Mega YouTuber meet and greet event being held here at Steamtown National Historic Site. This is being hosted by Sparky107107, and we're here bright and early on a nice, sunny, comfortable day, and waiting for everyone to arrive. We should have a great turnout. We have a lot of people that showed interest in it, and we're estimating between 100 and 200 people to be here today. So if you're ready to have a good time, come along with me.
Not making you don't realize how big it is until you get there.
Yeah, I can see that now. I'm looking at it.
That's the type of you're in trouble.
Alright, so we're getting closer to our start time for the event today. A little breezy out, but still comfortable and nice. Not really any clouds in the sky. We've got some train action running behind us here, and as I'll show you, we got a nice group of people forming. And we're going to get started with like a little orientation thing here and discuss some details, and then we're going to have at it and explore Steamtown. So it should be a great time. I do plan on taking the trolley ride today, which I will share some clips of that. The best part about that is it takes us through the mile-long tunnel under the city of Scranton. We'll get some action up Baldwin 26 coming out of the roundhouse, and possibly take a ride behind that on the short limited train ride. But if you guys are ready for a long, exciting, and entertaining video, make sure you stay tuned. And most likely at the end of the video, I will have a photo montage. And this evening too, I forgot to mention, we're actually headed to the Hudson Model Railroad Club down there in Plains Township. They're opening up their club especially for this group today, for this event. I'm not going to film there. I'm just going to take some photos showing people checking out the display, and I'll incorporate those into the photo montage as well.
That's it, let's go home. Got him on camera. Good enough. Hold on.
is awesome. You can't beat the free. No, you cannot. That's my fault. Alrighty, so a few of us got our trolley ticket at the Electric City Trolley Museum. We're going to take the trolley ride, which takes us from Steamtown to Music to the Rail Rider Stadium, which is the AAA team of the New York Yankees. And the highlight of that trip, as I mentioned, is a mile-long tunnel called the Crown Ave Tunnel. It goes underneath the city of Scranton. So a few of us are going to ride it. The rest of the group is scattered around Steamtown here and doing their own thing. But this is something I always look forward to when I'm here, so like always, you're coming along too, so we should be getting on it. Not too much more time, 10:30 it leaves, so probably about 10-15 minutes. And we'll give you some highlights of that ride itself. We've got Adam T, Alan's nephew, and Cliff joining us right now. And then whoever else decides to come along as well. I think one of our viewers is coming too, who actually just moved here from Germany, and they're a viewer of my channel and Cliff's. And she met up with us here, and she's going to take her son with her on the trolley ride with us. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
You.
No.
Sir? The box on the left. You'll hear the bell ring and the number change every time we count a passenger. So we are going on a 10-mile round trip, and along the way we'll just point out a few of the interesting things you will see. There's an old abandoned coal mine we'll go by. I'll tell you a little bit about it. It was a big part of our history here in this region. Beautiful 3-story waterfall called the Step Falls. It's in the gorge area of Scranton. A mile-long tunnel is the feature of the trip. It goes underneath Crown Avenue. 2.5 miles of woods, and the ride ends up at our restoration shop, which is left field of the baseball stadium. So when we get there, we'll invite everybody inside for a couple minutes. We'll show you some more trolley cars and a few exhibits that we have. And the whole trip is almost an hour. The car you're riding on this morning was built in 1926. It's 93 years old this year. It was built in Philadelphia, and it ran in Philadelphia. It was built by the J.G. Brill Company, and it ran in the western suburbs of the city, towns such as Media and Sharon Hill, Westchester, Ardmore, terminated in the Upper Darby section of the city in the 69th Street Terminal, and it ran about 1976 in service. And it's a very unusual car because you load right in the center. It always required 2 men. You had to have a motorman and a conductor. Conductor would be stationed here. He would collect your fares, ring them up on the fare register box, just like I did with all of you. He was in charge of the car. When you got on the car, you had to pay him. When you got off the car, you would actually ask him to ring for the next stop. He would signal the motorman to stop. And the motorman operates the car. And in this car, because it's an enclosed compartment, John's pretty much sealed off to himself. So that was the need for having 2 men on this car. And the way they would talk is through a bell system. These ropes have a bell and where he's standing, and the same thing on that end. And he would signal the motorman to stop and go as you went about your business. Traveling on what was called the Railroad. This railroad originally ran between Scranton and Wilkes-Barre. Passenger station was on your left in that parking lot. And it took about 45 minutes to go the entire 19 miles. We'll travel on the only remaining 3 miles, the original 19. The building on your left up above, one of Scranton's landmarks, one of the most famous buildings in the city. Madison Hotel today. Originally the Hudson Railroad's passenger station. Last train left there in 1970. We're working anthracite coal mine at the Penn. And that is a very old mine. It actually closed in 1900. The railroad that we're traveling on, the Lower Line, built here in 1903, our #1 industry. This was one of the richest coal fields in the world. It was called the Northern Field. At one point, we supplied 75% of all the anthracite coal for the entire world from this spot. Left-hand side, first thing you'll see, Roaring Brook, directly underneath us. Now follow with your eyes all the way up that stream, and off in the distance you'll see the Step Falls. It's a 3-story man-made waterfall. It was actually built to harness Roaring Brook. The bridge in the foreground, that's the brand new Harrison Avenue Bridge. That span just opened last year. If you're familiar with Scranton, Nayock Park is up above that waterfall. Give you an idea where you're at. And again, this is referred to as the Gorge area of Scranton. This was all carved out by Roaring Brook, which is right here. A constant 55 degrees all year.
Alright, so we arrived at the Trolley Restoration Shop. And right behind me is PNC Field, the home of the Rail Riders, the AAA team of the New York Yankees. Inside, I've showed before, but there are some cars they're working on, trolley cars. I'll take you in there and give you a peek at that. And then we'll be boarding the trolley again, heading back to Steamtown. That is the second operating trolley car, Trolley 80, which is capable of going 80 miles an hour. And through the windows there's a blue one, that's the Scranton car, which is about 90% complete and will be ready in about a year or so. So we got a few more people that arrived here. We have Kathy from Random Outdoor Fun and Jake, Mr. SmithNet. And Cliff is there. And we're arriving back on the trolley. We did see Sparky up on the platform up there, the railroad, called ramp, which is now a walking platform. So he did miss the trolley with us, but I'm sure we'll probably be able to meet up and do something else. But everyone here is having a good time so far. We're scattered around, checking out different things, and I think we're going to be doing the train ride soon, the Scranton Limited behind Baldwin 26. So still a lot more to see, and we're going to be, didn't even get into the building yet, so stay tuned for some more train action fun. Alright, so we got a little group of us here walking up the platform next to Steamtown, and we're actually headed to the Steamtown marketplace to get something to eat. It's around lunchtime and some of our tummies are growling, so we got Adam, RJ, Alan, and Cliff. And we did see Sparky here and there, ran into Rich Discoveries, he's looking for his wife at the moment. And Jacob Smith is here and a bunch of others are all scattered around, and also Roy, who came from Panama, ran into him a few times. So everyone's kind of doing their own thing and having a great time. So the fun is not over yet. This sounds awesome. Mr. GoPro Alan has his GoPro right there for an under the locomotive shot. So if you want to see what that video looks like, make sure you watch his video. Currently walking around the train yard here, checking out some of the older pieces of equipment that can be seen on the grounds of Steamtown. This is 3377. And as you can see, there's equipment all the way down here that is decayed and sitting here. Oh, look at that. 29.29. And right here we got another one hiding. So everywhere you look, there's cool equipment. I have to get a photo of that one right here. Look at the size of these wheels. You can see they're taller than me, and I'm 5'11". So just the grand scale of some of this equipment here is mind-boggling. And here's like the underneath of the boiler and firebox. Really, really cool stuff. I like the way the paint's peeling off. Really cool. Alright, this is, look at the wheels on this thing. The one back there are over my head. I better couldn't find one of these in the middle of the woods somewhere, you know?
That's actually one of my, you know, what do you call it?
Goals?
Yeah.
Bucket list?
I know there's some in other states, but
Yeah. There's trolleys out in Pittsburgh.
yeah, I was just out there in Johnstown for work, but like, I have time to stop it.
I think I got Alan down there and Jake, Mr. Smithnet. Got the guys checking out the Shea locomotive here, one of the rarest pieces here at the Steamtown collection. You guys can probably hear that noise in the background. That is the generator for the dining car, which Sparky and many others are taking part in today. Right in there. That's an additional fee, but you get a 4-course meal and you get to dine on an actual renovated dining car, which is not an experience everyone can say they've done before. But up here is the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey circus cars. There's an elephant car or horse car and then 2 sleepers, and they're trying to come up with an idea to turn them into coaches for future use. So those of you that probably know, Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey is no longer a circus. They went out of business, I believe, in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. And these are the last cars that are still in the original condition. All the cars were sold off to various railroad companies and private owners, and they had to remove the logos and everything like that. But since this is a preservation society, like a type of museum, they're able to keep them original with the signing and everything like that. So it's pretty unique to see them still in this condition. So right now we're on top of South Washington Avenue, right next to the gas house, and we're going to give you a view. That was the camera sticking over, not me. That old train wheel is like a generator of sorts here. So 26 is taking her spin on the turntable to be put away for the day. Okay guys, that's going to conclude today's video of the Mega YouTuber meet and greet here at Steamtown National Historic Site. First off, I want to thank Sparky107107 for organizing this event. It was a huge success. We had a great turnout today. Everyone had a great time, including myself, and hopefully you guys watching at home had a great time as well. If you did, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. I did take a lot of photos today, and we're actually going to be continuing today with the Hudson Model Railroad Group to check out their HO model train display. Probably not going to film there, but I will be taking some additional photos, so make sure at the end of this video you stay tuned for a photo montage that's going to show a collection of all the things that we did today and the groups of people that we're able to hang out with and have a great time with. So any comments, questions, or thoughts, please leave them down below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, as I mentioned, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and that way you'll be alerted each time I upload a new video. Don't forget, I do have a Steamtown playlist I'll link down below as well, where I do have additional videos that I've filmed here throughout the years. So thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Peace!
Hey, I don't see that any other